mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live broadcasting worldwide on this Friday, already the 6th day of March, 2015. Yesterday, Lord Rothschild warned investors of most dangerous geopolitical situations since World War II. Dr. Paul Craig Roberts headline today on Infowars.com. Crazed Washington drives the world to final war. It's probably too late to stop the war. You dovetail that with Alan Greenspan's latest statement. Mainstream financial experts recommend, quote, take out a loan and invest in the stock market. And that ties into a new report with Alan Greenspan warns stocks are without a doubt extremely overvalued. We've got intensifying information on the whole Hillary Clinton email flap. Report Boehner cut deal with Nancy Pelosi to use Netanyahu's speech as cover. I knew that was a distraction. To fund Obama's executive amnesty. We'll talk about the lone wolf dictator president. That's what Andrew Napolitano calls him. All this and more coming up. But first, here's a Leanne McAdoo report from InfoWars Nightly News on Google and some of the latest hacking.
So one of the big things that you're probably going to be seeing coming out of South by Southwest is how technology is doing away with those pesky passwords. And of course, biometrics is being hailed as the best, less hackable alternative. But there's just one problem with that. Every single time they roll out a new biometric security measure, it's bypassed with a really easy technique. For instance, eye scanning authentication can be skirted by simply printing a high-res photo found in a Google search. Security researcher Jan Starberg Chrysler from the Chaos Computer Club tells Forbes how this kind of attack is possible. The best targets are bright eyes because iris recognition systems work with infrared light. Also, only 75% of a target's iris needs to be visible in photos, and an iris diameter of only 75 pixels is necessary to be printed out with a resolution of 1200 dpi. And believe it or not, this can all be easily attained with readily available printers. Now, Starberg has already proven how easy a biometric hack can take place. In December, he showed off a clone of a thumbprint of the German Defense Minister Ursula von der Leyen. And he was able to create this fake print using photos of the politician's hand. Now, unlike a fingerprint attack where it is necessary to create a proper clone, Chrysler claims that all that's needed to hack iris recognition is this printed out photograph. Now, you can imagine how easily a brazen hacker could target biometrics, considering just how many high-res photos are on the internet. And this technology is already everywhere. Iris scanners are being rolled out just to customize your order at Pizza Hut.
Have a nice meal, guys.
And forget about being a sophisticated hacker. You just need to be a scorned lover to get past biometrics.
So I pulled out my phone and I had several things confirming that he was, stepping.
How'd you get that?
I got drunk and passed out one night, and I did the little fingerprint on the phone, and, I put his hand on his phone.
So you're a fed.
So using your thumbprint to unlock your phone might just be a little bit too convenient for those crazy ex-girlfriends. Now, we've shown you just how easily your credit card information can be siphoned off. So in this case, biometrics are better than passwords, but they're not bulletproof. A whole new era of biometric security is being rolled out, from your heart rate, your gait, veins, even the way you hold your phone. These are all attributes that are unique to you, being researched for identity confirmation. Before rolling out the brave new world of biometrics, researchers need to ensure that they are not creating a false sense of security that's actually leaving us vulnerable to a whole new criminal level of identity theft.
We're broadcasting worldwide on this Friday edition. I'll be back this Sunday. Of course, I should add 4 to 6 p.m. Central as well. InfoWars Nightly News, 7 o'clock Central weeknights. Infowars.com is the place to find it all. When we come back, we're launching into a huge plethora of key information. Stay with us.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges.
Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with Super Male or Super Female Vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put two and two together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
Alex Jones here. For the last 2 years, I've been working with top doctors, nutritionists, and chemists to design a nutraceutical formulation that has truly life-changing health benefits. So many other formulations out there contain toxic ingredients, synthetic additives, and even GMOs. Introducing the all-new Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Blend, crafted with over 14 key ancient herbs and extracts to supercharge and prepare your body for what experts admit is the most dangerous season of the year. We have rejected hundreds of other formulations in our quest to bring you what is simply the most powerful and comprehensive proprietary formula that we have ever created in the realm of herbal immunity. Experience the benefits of combining over 14 ancient herbs and extracts with exciting new advances in nutraceutical science. Now is the time to secure Ancient Defense for you and your family. Visit InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139. That's InfoWarsLife.com. Used since before the days of the Roman Empire to support the body's natural systems and enhance overall health. Introducing the new InfoWarsLife.com Oil of Oregano formulation, a highly advanced nutraceutical form of this key herb that has been traditionally used by civilizations for thousands of years to promote health. We have now procured the most high quality and potent forms of oregano oil on the market, sourced from top leading manufacturers to ensure a concentrated level of bioactive ingredients. Extracted directly from the wild herb and sealed in easy-to-use capsules, you will no longer need to endure the burning of liquid oregano on the tongue. Wild crafted from the Mediterranean oregano species that experts agree is one of the most powerful and most challenging to acquire. This winter season, it's more important than ever to secure this true form of oil of oregano. Now available in our limited first run at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139. The fall of Hillary Clinton could be at hand.
The Alex Jones Show, because there is a war on for your mind.
When you raise the debt ceiling, it doesn't raise the debt, according to the great sage Barack Hussein Obama. But NBC News reports U.S. hits debt limit on March 16th. Needs to be raised ASAP as we're maneuvered towards absolute bankruptcy by the globalists, as they've done to hundreds of other countries in the last 200 years. The British Empire model of domination and control deployed against once free nations. And again, it's not even the British doing it, it's the British model of Rothschildian domination. I am your host, Alex Jones. Thank you for joining us on this syndicated radio broadcast. We have a former well-known CIA officer joining us, who's retired, Mr. Steele, who ran operations all over the Middle East. He'll be able to speak specifically to what we see happening with ISIS and the proxy war with Iran and what he thinks of Netanyahu's speech. We'll also look at election reform in this country and election 2016 coming up and a lot more with our guest. And we will also be taking your phone calls. Again, Robert David Steele, former Marine, CIA case officer, U.S. spy, hacker, CEO of Open Source Solutions Network, will be joining us coming up in the second hour today. And we'll also open the phones up for questions for Mr. Steele in the second half of that interview. He's a really good guy who's aware of what's going on. We'll also get his take on any of the latest false flag developments that he's been tracking. We've got John Boehner, now caught red-handed, cutting a deal with Nancy Pelosi to use Netanyahu's speech as cover to fund Obama's executive amnesty. That same day, they sent the legislation to the president unchanged from what Obama wanted, giving him a blank check, just like Obamacare is a blank check. The gun-grabbing, bullet-banning garbage is a blank check. Congress is letting Obama operate and act like a dictator. And we've got an article at LewRockwell.com posted at Infowars.com by Andrew Napolitano that's very important, Judge Napolitano. A lone wolf president. When the president effectively writes the laws, Congress is effectively neutered. Well, that's right. And the Congress is self-neutering itself. Self-neuteration, I guess, not self-mutilation is the word here, but they're dragging us all along with them as that goes. We'll be breaking that down. The Hillary Clinton situation heats up into high gear, but what's really behind the move to finally destroy Hillary Rodham Clinton? I'll give you my breakdown in a moment and cover the different developments. I will certainly enjoy warming my hands and my posterior as well to the glowing funeral pyre of her criminal political dynasty. And it signals curtains for Jeb Bush as well. This is not just a maneuver between the Bush-Clinton crime syndicate to take out Hillary as a rival. This is a larger repudiation of old figureheads by an establishment desperate for new faces to deceive the public into the future. But I'll give you my full breakdown on that in a moment. We'll also spend a lot of time on this. This new GOP bill would completely gut the FCC's net neutrality rules, the Washington Post. That's what they say. Of course, I don't believe a word the Washington Post says when it gets into actual legislation. Another one out of Ars Technica. Republicans' Internet Freedom Act would wipe out net neutrality. Here is a Slashdot headline. House Republicans roll out legislation to overturn new net neutrality rules. Internet Freedom Act for consideration in the House. Congresswoman backed by AT&T Comcast introduces bill to kill net neutrality. So I thought, hey, why don't we just actually get the bill? Instead of just listening to what the Washington Post says or listening to what Ars Technica says. And I've read over the bill. It's a very short bill. And I'm going to give you my take on it coming up. But I'll say this. You have to overturn what the FCC has done because they can't legislate from a federal agency. That's what you have a legislature, a Congress, or a State House for. This is all part of this dictatorial avalanche that we see accelerating. The way this bill's written, it does protect the Internet from the FCC power grab that is undoubtedly a takeover and funded by a bunch of big corporations. The problem is the way this is written, it could also be interpreted as to let telecoms get around net neutrality. So see, we're getting sliced up from both angles here. You got a bunch of special interests fighting like pirates on the deck of a ship, every man for themselves, to seize control of the Internet and then take advantage of having the regulatory catbird seat. So the Republicans leadership want to gut the Internet and take it over. The Democrat leadership wants to gut the Internet and take it over. And there's different ways to skin a cat. Different ways to pluck a goose. Different ways to slit a throat. Different ways to burn down free speech. The truth is, leave the consumers in with boycotts. Antitrust laws are on the books, which aren't enforced for the last 30 years. We need antitrust enforcement in this country. The consumerists and others act like, oh, we had our precious thing to protect the Internet, which they still won't release, which didn't originate out of the legislative body. See, I said I'd cover this. I'm going to cover it when I have covered some other news, and I'm going to read the bill on air. Instead of just hear what they say, we're going to read the bill. The bill is